Hi. Many people ask me, don't know like the start of all this Frijol Mariachi. I used to work, I was emergency management, and it was the shelters a long time ago, in 2014, basically every year. We set up shelters and assist with immigrant children. And so Frijol Mariachi came about to be where, with the whole situation, I was always thinking of ways to make them happy with what we had. And they loved mariachi music. And I said to myself, well, I was always drawing stuff, doing like Spanish prayers, just to uplift them, take them outside and we pray, under the sun or the moon, or it was very spiritual awakening for me, and I feel very blessed that I got the opportunity to meet so many wonderful children and to be their strength and to help them through the sadness in the process. So one day I said, oh, let me, draw a bean and boots. They loved eating whole beans, like pinto beans boiled. So I said, well, what about a mariachi and boots? And my first little sketch was kind of like this. I have a lot of books from notebooks, from, my little drawings and journals. And this is a baby mariachi. That's how he first came to be. So when I started drawing Frijol Mariachi, the kids would laugh, and they were just so happy, and they'd be like, oh my God, a bean and boots. That is so funny, And I always try to have like colors and, because children, they have to have the visual, that was my life, to every day, second, make them what I could happy. Grandma Mariachi came to be. This character is, when they would make their phone calls and stuff back home, they wouldn't call mom or dad. They would call their grandma, and because she was their, caretaker back home while their parents came to the United States. So that's where she comes in. I made her Morena because my grandmother, she's no longer with us. She's in the sky world, but she was Morena, and I just love her. And this is me, Teacher Mariachi. I always wore try to do a tissue flower in my hair, and when the girls would, I would have girls, I would do little brooches for them and for tissue paper. Like, I would spend all my time just just what I could. And so they had this flower in their hair for Sunday church, or if it was a celebration or something to that event. So that's me, Teacher Mariachi. Marino Mariachi represents, there was a year where I'm not going to go too far in it, but the fathers were bringing the children and then going back home, but just making sure that the children arrived safely to the border. So this is where baby Marino is actually baby Mariachi's daddy. And that through that time, it was very hard for me to see that happen, with questions of why, where is their parent, to that. I won't go into that, but so I made this is my book, and this horse, I replicated her as well. And that's her. I don't have a name for her yet. My grandfather, I don't have a name for her, so I was getting a little carried away in my thoughts. I have to kind of like slow it down when I get excited, and I want to just say so much. But yeah, so each one took about 3 days to make. And I just love them all. I've kind of procrastinated on my, I'm just very thankful in everybody's support. I'm still a little nervous about talking about my experiences and all that jazz, but I thank you for your time in, listening to where this is all comes to be and about. I actually still pray and for everyone, and so many years, all the children that I helped with my job. Sorry. Oof. It's a very beautiful experience that I had. I thank God that I was able to be there in that time, because I had so much in my mind, creativity, color, ideas that others didn't have. To others, it was just a job. To me, it was just like, every day, what can I do? What can I do? How can I help? Let's do this. Let's try that. And being away from home, was being away from home was very hard for me, but it was a calling from God that I did. I do believe that, we are all pieces of the puzzle, like in this world, I'm very, kind of fearful and not going. I've been asked some podcast and, here and there and stuff, but I feel very nervous about talking about, that's a very touchy subject, and there is not a lot that I could talk about when it comes to like locations, blah, blah, blah. But I am just very happy that, this creation is just like boom, And I walk in my craft room and I see them, and I'm just like, I love you. I love you so much. I feel that God has his timing in wherever it is where I'm going to be. I really hope that one day that I could, he can be big. Like, we have a thing here in San Antonio called Fiesta, and we have a children's fiesta. And I would love for all my characters one day to be mascots in the children's fiesta. That's like one of my dreams, is to make mascots, big mascots out of these guys. But I know that like later on, I'm going to have a lot of, the children always said, when I'm an adult teacher, I'm going to look for you. I'm going to this, I'm going to that. It was a very beautiful experience for me. I loved it. Sometimes I miss it. But just wanted to share with you who they are and where they came from. Okay. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.